So recently I've just overcome a lot of struggles on my walk with the Lord, and I want to share it with you guys because I have a feeling that I'm not alone in dealing with this, and I hope that what I have to say and the lessons that I just recently learned from what I went through can hopefully help you and remind you that you are not alone. So for the past few weeks, I feel like I've really fallen short on my walk with him, in the sense that I wasn't studying my word and listening to worship music or doing the things that I used to do. And literally just yesterday, I had seen a TikTok with a Bible verse on it where the Lord is basically like, I remember how eager you were to serve me. And that hit me like a truck. Although I had read it in the Word, I feel like I really experienced what the Bible talks about when it says that the world is empty, and that chasing what is not of God is so worthless. I feel like I was really living out that verse that talks about having one foot in the world and having one foot with God. Now, it wasn't like I was wilding out and falling into sin, but it was as if he wasn't there. And I started to feel so much guilt and shame over the mistakes that I did make. And it just kept piling up to the point where I felt like I wasn't deserving of forgiveness or love. And I found it so hard to comprehend that no matter what I did, he still loves me. And again, I had my routine of writing to him and praying and doing my devotionals. But that's the problem. It became about following a routine instead of building a relationship. And I feel like that's where a lot of us can go wrong. But in these past few weeks of mindlessly following a routine and putting my relationship with him on hold in order to chase after things of the world, I finally seen for myself what the book of Ecclesiastes talks about when it says that everything is meaningless. While there is some comfort and happiness in things of the world, it's only temporary. I've said it before, but nothing that this world offers can ever satisfy you more than God can. Ecclesiastes 1:8 says, everything is wearisome beyond description. No matter how much we see, we are never satisfied. No matter how much we hear, we are not content. When we avoid Christ and chase after things of the world, we will always end up unsatisfied. No matter how much money you make, how much attention you get, how often you use your phone, it will never be enough to fill that void that we have. The void that calls us to be with Christ. The void that calls us to run back to him. Now, some of you may be thinking, what is the point of life if nothing ever satisfies us? And I want to make it clear that while the world will leave you empty, God will not. His love will fill you in ways that you never expected. He knows we're going to struggle, and that we're going to doubt, and that we're going to fall short. But he still loves us anyway. So if you were like me and you were avoiding him, whether it be chasing after the world or feeling like you've fallen short, I wanted to remind you that he misses you, and that the first step that we can take in building a relationship with him again is to simply accept that he loves you. And once we accept that, everything else becomes a lot easier. I hope that what I had to say today reminds you that you are not alone in your struggle. Whatever the world offers is temporary. The only thing that is permanent and will never change is God. And only Jesus can satisfy the desires that you so long for. That's all I have to say for now. But I do want to remind you that I have a prayer request form in the description, and that if you need someone to talk to, feel free to message me on my Instagram. I will be praying for you. Please take care, and remember that Jesus loves you, and that it's never too late to run back to him.